Let's learn about the house finch. I'd like to introduce Dan Gardocki. Dan is an expert bird talker and loves all things in nature. Dan is going to talk about house finches and also imitate their call. Dan is amazing at imitating birds.
Hey folks, Dan here with Learn a Bird. I've got a pair of little, about this big, brownish little sparrow looking birds. There it comes. I don't want to do that too much because it's kind of annoying them. I think they're a mated pair and they're trying to start to build a nest, so I'm going to be a little thoughtful about that. This little bird right here, there it goes. Do you hear it sing? This is called a house finch. Fascinating little bird, about the size of a sparrow. Males have this kind of reddish little breast, almost like a pinkish red. Female, just a slight tinge of yellow on hers, by the way. She's got this kind of yellowish little look here on her breast. The house finch is a super social bird, a super vocal bird. It might remind you of the house sparrow, an episode we did earlier that you see around cities and outdoor restaurants and dumpsters and things like that. But it's actually quite a different bird. But it sometimes fills a similar niche. They're very comfortable around people. They do really well in suburban and urban areas. And this song, that's it. That warbly kind of. Right. Oh, now you hear the call note. This is the house finch.
Dan Gardocki has an excellent website called Lead with Nature, and I highly recommend checking it out, especially for birds. Let's take a closer look at the difference between a male house finch and a female house finch. Here you're looking at the male house finch. Now you're looking at the female house finch. I bet you can see a big difference between the two. The male has much more red coloring in its feathers on the head and the breast. The female is pretty much a very plain brown. The female especially reminds me of a sparrow. House finches eat seeds, buds, fruit, and leaves. House finches are small, but they are aggressive birds. They are very territorial around food and nesting sites, and they are one of the only birds known to fight off house sparrows. I hope you get a chance to see some house finches around Hillendale. Remember that the male has a lot of red coloring in its head and breast area. The female pretty much looks like a sparrow. Good luck finding a house finch.